1989 Ford Escort XR3i convertible here in this lovely light blue. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with the bonnet, work our way around this lovely looking XR3i onto the interior, and then we'll go for a cold engine startup. Up the bonnet itself, lovely and straight across the bonnet there. Paintwork's all nice and fresh. The odd light surface mark where it's been washed over the years, and a few little stone chip dents here and there. A slightly heavier scratch in the middle of the bonnet there, but not that noticeable. A good polish would done it down, I would think. Across the front edge, we have got some stone chips you can see there that have been touched in. Across the front edge there, a couple of them have just started going a little bit rusty, but they've all been touched in. I believe long-term ownership on this car as well. Headlights are lovely and clear on the left and the right-hand side, crystal clear there. As you come down the bumper on the left-hand side, no big scuffs or scrapes on the corner, a little bit of a scratch on the corner itself, and a few little touch-in stone chips again. Working our way across the front bumper, a few little stone chips here and there, a few little touch-in stone chips, right-hand side bumper corner, a little bit of a mark on there, and again a few little stone chips on the top there, apart from that lovely and straight. Going round and down the right-hand side, front wing, lovely and tidy around the whole wing, no complaints there, all nice and straight with just a few little stone chips again across the lower half, lovely and straight down this right-hand side. Really nice colours this on the light blue with the grey roof. Nice silver Ford alloys all the way around. Across the lower half of the sill section looks to be okay. Again, a few little touch-ins there across the lower half of the sill section. A little bit starting at the rear quarter on the rear right-hand side and a little bit more on the bottom of the arch. Bottom of the door looks to be in nice condition. As we come up the door, nice and straight and tidy. Door protectors on, so no big chunks at the back edge of the door. And a few little light scratches around the handle, but nothing major. A little bit of alley rash to these alley trims across the weather strips across the front of that driver's door, but not bad at all. Very, very usable and collectible, these XR3i convertibles. Up and across that grey roof, you'll see we've got a few little nicks in the roof itself on the right-hand side, but it's all nice and tight. We've got a correct glass back window, so no problems there at all. And the left-hand side, again, a little bit of a nick there, and another one at the front there, but not bad at all. Warrants a little bit of a clean, but that's all really. A little bit of room for improvement on that one, but not too bad at all. Across the rest of that rear quarter, again, a few little scratches there. There's a couple of little dents on the arch itself, just taking the head off that have been touched in. Back bumper is nice and straight. Up and around the fuel filler cap, a few little scratches here and there, and a few more little stone chip touch-ins. Going around the back, all nice and tidy across the back bumper with a little bit of lacquer peel here and there, but again, nice and presentable on the corners. A few little touch-ins on that corner there. Rear lights are lovely and clear. The boot lid itself's all nice and straight. No corrosion around the lock there, all nice and tidy, with a little bit of a dent towards the back there. Across the boot lid itself, we've got a little bit of bubbling underneath the paint, a little bit of moisture in there at some point on the right-hand side. Left-hand side seems to be all clear. Nice and straight down this left-hand side rear quarter. And around the arch, one or two little touches, a little bit of rust just starting on the inside lip there at the front, but again, nice and presentable across the whole car, really. Down onto that left-hand side door, you'll see we've had a touch in around the lock. Nice and straight down the back edge, nice and straight down the rest of that left-hand door. Wing mirror cap's crack-free on the left-hand side again. A little bit of bubbling on that aluminium trim. Coming down on the front wing, left-hand side, got two little burn-throughs of polish there, and another one on the arch there, just where the polish has burned through the lacquer by the looks of it. And a few little touch-ins towards the front. Interior-wise, lovely and tied on the door card with a little bit of wear to the grab handle, which is pretty standard on these Escorts of this era. The plastic does wear a little bit on the handle. The cloth's all good, no sagging on the cloth on the door card. The plastic seems to be nice. And just a little bit of wear to the armrest. Normally they're sagging quite far down, but not the case on this one. A little bit of wear there. Lovely Recaros in the front of here. Bolster's all good, no rips or tears, but a little bit of discoloration, a little bit of creasing on the bolster there. The seat's nice and tidy on the lower half again. A little bit of discoloration. Excuse me there. Not a good time to be sneezing, but you can't really help that. Steering wheel's nice and tidy. Dashboard's all good. No cracks across the dashboard. Lovely and tidy down the centre console with an aftermarket head unit fitted, which is pretty normal these days. Dials are all clear. No cracks in there. Inside the roof's lovely and tidy. I'm going to recline that front seat forward, reclining as it should, revealing that lovely rear seat again. No rips or tears in the rear seat. Right amount of wear for the year and the mileage. No nasty cigarette burns or anything unwanted in there at all. Onto the boot now. Nice and tidy in the boot. You'll see we've got a torn over when the roof's down, so that's lovely to see that still there with the car. Nice and tidy in the boot floor as well. Just doing another sneeze there, sorry about that. Left hand side front door card again. A little bit of wear to the handle, but not bad at all, and a little bit more wear to the armrest, which is pretty standard on these like I have mentioned. The rest of the door card's nice and tidy. Cloth's all good, no sagging. Minimal wear once again to the driver's bolster with a little bit of light creasing and a little bit of discoloration, but again the cloth inserts are lovely and tidy, really nice and comfy, these seats. Both these seats fold forward as they should, which is nice, so you get access from both sides, and again another unmarked seat from that left hand side rear. Into the engine bay now. Again, nice and tidy in the engine bay. The 1.6 litre injection engine. Trish is going to fire it into life for us. This is cold start up, firing straight up. That is cold start up. It's not been started for about 3 days. Fire straight into life there. And there you have it, a lovely looking XR3i convertible in that lovely light blue with a grey roof.